Any of you to come and share a few words about Ricky. And I would like to start first. One time we were having problems with our air conditioner. And if you know, Ricky is Mr. Air Conditioner. And Johnny said that he learned everything from his dad. So Johnny said, hey, give my brother a call. And so I called Ricky, and you know what? He actually picked up the phone. And he came right over. And at that time, we couldn't afford replacing the air conditioning units, and I knew they were old. In fact, I'm really appreciative. We just finally put in new air conditioning units. I should dedicate it to Ricky, our units here. But one of the things he did for me was he got on. Used to be on the roof. He'd climb up there, get up there, and work on it. And so he was just trying to make sure he could band-aid it and fix it so it could keep working for me for the next several years. And then he gave me some little secret tips that you don't tell everybody about how to maintain a good air conditioning unit. So, and then I said, well, what do I owe you? He said, you know what? Nothing. So how many of you could say that he ever did anything for free? Oh, but good. There's a lot of you. That's great. I thought I was the only one. So I'm giving you a real special deal, my friend. So I really appreciate Ricky coming in the last minute and rescuing us during a heat wave and saving our church so we could enjoy nice cool air and keep it running. So it's your turn now. Okay. We'd like to come up and share a few words. Come on up. Yeah, just come on up. As soon as one's done, just make your way up here. And if you don't mind talking to the mic, so everybody can hear.
Hello, my name is Mike, and I'm married to Dawn Flint, who is Monica's childhood neighbor and best friend. And I just wanted to relay a couple things, so I felt compelled to come up here and talk to you guys. And this goes back to my childhood. At the age of 14, I worked at a place called Ted's Drive-In Burger Joint on Western. And my brother-in-law at the time worked there, and he was the cook flipping burgers. And he got me a job working there as a 14-year-old kid. And my job was to clean the tables and wash dishes, but I got the opportunity to work the arcade next door. And in the arcade was a foosball table. And I remember, again, I was 14 and didn't know Ricky at the time. But I used to come into Ted's arcade because there was a foosball table in there. And I remember this guy, he was larger than life. He came in, and I used to look at him, and I was like, wow, look at that car. It was I believe a 69 or 70 blue El Camino. And I was like in love with the car, and I was like, man, look at this thing. This is excuse my language, a bitchin' car. And at the time, I saw his girlfriend, Shirley, who was a beautiful girl at the time. I was like, wow, this guy is the essence of cool. And coming in today, looking at this picture, if you can agree with me, that is such a cool picture of him. Later on in life, obviously I married my love of my life, Dawn. And Ricky actually lived across the street from his mom and dad. And we had issues with one of our vehicles' air conditioning. And so sure enough, I went over and asked Ricky to come over. Came over, took a look at the car. He said, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get my stuff. He came over, fixed it, and wouldn't offer or wouldn't take any money that we offered. What I realized then and there was how approachable Ricky was. He was an easygoing guy, larger than life, very confident, but just great at heart. You could approach him and ask him for anything. Definitely going to miss him. I was talking to my father-in-law, who lives in Reno. We were talking on the phone last week, and basically talked about Ricky, and he told me, because he lived next door again for a long period of time, and he told me, I want to tell you a story. And he basically told me, we were building something with Ricky and his dad, and Ted, my father-in-law, was helping. And I guess Ricky at the time Again, I just wanted to come up here and relay that to you. Those small stories that meant a lot. Again, my deepest condolences to John, Monica, Mrs. Marmelstein, and the boys. Thank you.
I'm glad to have this mic. My name is John Butler. I'm straight out of Gardena. I have my wife here with me, my son here with me, and my son's best friend. You know, if you want to write something about a person who has just passed away, say something about their celebration of life, take a walk with a dog. Take a walk with your dog around the block a few times. Dog is a good listener, a good audience, and it won't interrupt you. You get your thoughts and your ideas focused. Well, our daughter knew Ricky since 4th grade, and they went up to high school, and they stayed in touch with her all the time. And the day before he died, they talked on the phone. He said, say hello to your parents. Those real words really, really touch us. They really stay with me. But now that Ricky's gone, thinking back about that was his way. Say hello to your parents. I can keep hearing him talk like that. Every time he came back by the house when he was leaving, say hello to your parents. Made my tears flow. Made everybody's tears flow. What? Say hello to your parents. That was Ricky's signature's comment to us at our house. Never forget it. Ricky's persona touched me in some ways for which I cannot figure out. Perhaps someday I will know. Ricky made an impression on me and my family. Never underestimate the impression you make on others. Ricky, we miss you and we love you.
Good morning. My name is Charlie Ann. It would take too long to tell you how I'm connected to Ricky, other than just the fact that we're friends. I met him going to camping all the time. And for some reason, he started calling me Coach. Okay, I'm Coach. But Ricky is just one heck of a nice guy and fast. We used to play volleyball tournaments all the time at the camping site. And I just thought this guy is really fast, and he's a good volleyball player as well. Small, but he can jump and he can play. But the thing that motivated me to come up here and speak is because of you mentioned the air conditioning. I guess everybody knows Rick. Well, this blew my mind. We were camping and over Buena Vista Lake. It's a Bakersfield, near Bakersfield, about 105 degrees this particular day. And I said, Rick, I was just talking to my wife about it. Look at this guy. He's got an air conditioning unit in his tent. I could not have heard anything. I said, what? I can't remember. And so I said, Rick, what's with the unit? And he said, so Shirley, you got to make Shirley comfortable. And I said, really? You have another one? But I just wanted to share that. Ricky was just made such an impression on me, and forever and always I will think of him as a dear friend. And someday we'll see him again.
I'm Christy. My sister Kelly and I grew up next door in the telling him it's not going to be the last time you see him. You're going to see him again in your dreams. And he's going to tell you that he's all right. And he's probably already created a whole foosball crew up there and everybody. And I just want to tell the boys that I love you very much. And you're my brothers. Forever.
Hi there, my name is Ed. I met Rick at work over 30 years ago. The stories I have to tell you is kind of for the public ears to hear. Believe me, I was with him. He taught me how to water ski, like foosball. Eric will miss his humor, his laugh. And friends through him, which became my family. I will truly miss him. I love him. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Mark Costa. Ricky was my brother-in-law's best friend, so that's how I know Ricky. And so when we went camping, of course he went along also. And I remember the air conditioner also. Everybody was in there. And then for the volleyball, we had tournaments, and some of my friends called. And so we're playing volleyball, and my nephew James, he was little, he wanted a partner, so Rick was his partner. And we're going, yeah, we're going to win these guys. And Rick and my nephew, they made it all the way up the levels. I mean, they probably became like third or fourth place out of like 10 to 12 people. Actually, my sister just said second. And there was, again, we're talking tall guys who play volleyball. And Rick really never played, but he was so athletic. He said he just moved. But the thing I remember most was we used to go, we went a couple of years, Rick was there, and we had water balloon launchers. And Rick was, we're shooting the water balloon launchers, and Rick said, I can improve that. The next year we went, all the other boats had the water balloon launchers. Rick comes out with this tube, sealed tube, and it's hooked up, and it looked like a bazooka. So now, not only, the other ones were good, but you had to keep aiming. This thing, so we're on this boat, other people are going this, and we're shooting a bazooka at them, and it worked perfect. I don't know if the ladies on our boat did this, but after a while we started shooting eggs, and let's try something else. Shooting fruit and eggs. He was just so creative, and it inspired me. I'm going to miss Ricky. you very much.